in your shoulders to help strengthen your rotator cuffs up. Put your back flat against the wall with your butt flat against the wall. Put your elbows against the wall. Put your wrists/hands against the wall. And press them upward. Making sure you try to keep your elbows and your forearms against the wall at all times. Now they're going to want to come away from the wall. And that's a lack of mobility. So the more mobile you become over time of practicing this, the easier it'll be to keep your elbows and your forearms close against the back of the wall. And you're going to feel a nice little pump start to happen right in the shoulder region. And this will really warm up, activate, and strengthen up your rotator cuffs. See, contrary to common belief, you don't want to start your warm up stretching out, okay? Because your muscles are like elastics. So when you pull them and stretch them out, they become looser. And you don't want to be loose before the workout. You don't want them to be tight in the sense of not being warmed up and cold. But you want to make sure you maintain that explosive power in there. And if they're all loosened up and stretched out and whatnot, you're going to actually lose some power. That's why they always say to warm up, do quick activation-like movements, like so. And this quick activation movement is going to turn on and warm up everything without injuring you. And save the stretching for after the entire workout is all finished and done. So that is routine number 1 for mobile training. Another easy and excellent method to use is any sort of an elastic band. They actually have stretch bands for this. You can use one of these bungees. Make sure the resistance is not super strong, okay? Again, this isn't your workout, this is your warm-up. So the resistance should be fairly easy. In fact, this is one of the lighter bands, so with it by itself, it's actually too easy. So I'll fold it in half like this, grab it maybe about 10 inches apart from each other, and you just bring it back behind you like so. Forward, back, and behind you. So as you pull it up, you're also pulling it outward. And you're going to end with it behind your back, okay? And this is literally mimicking, you've probably seen this done before with like those broomsticks. People will have long broomsticks, they grip them wide, and they bring it back like this. This is that same exact movement, except because it's a bungee, it gives you the flexibility to actually incorporate some movement in there. You can bring your arms inward and outward as well as forth and back, and it's going to really help to activate your rotator cuffs and get them all warmed up and strengthened up. You can also do variations like this. Make sure the arms are extended like you're holding the broomstick, behind the back, around and over. And then switch the sides that you start from. And again, you'll feel it right in the shoulders, but it really gets your rotator cuff from all angles. And you want to picture it like you're holding the broomstick. Those are another really easy one to do, very cheap. Please excuse my mess, but the last thing you can do is grab a weight. I don't have any dumbbells here, but dumbbells are best. So replace the dumbbell using a 10-pound plate. Get your arm out sideways, so it creates a right angle with your body pretty much. Keep your head down and your back flat. You're basically going to lower the weight downward. Go as far as you can until your back wants to start lifting up. When it gets to that point, stop. You don't want to injure your shoulder here, you just want to warm it up. So go down until it becomes uncomfortable and your body wants to start lifting up. Then return back the other way, bring it back the other way until your elbow wants to start lifting up. So it should look like this. Your elbow should stay planted at all times. It should not move. If your elbow's lifting up, you're not doing it right. If your body starts lifting up, your shoulder starts lifting up, you're not doing it right. The thing stays planted, and you're just pivoting. It's a pivot motion. Forward, back, back. And again, it's way easier to do with a dumbbell. Holding this plate is kind of ridiculous. But just wanted to show you guys the actual motion. Do that with each arm. Do it about 10 reps. And repeat all 3 of these movements 3 times in a row. And that is a full mobility warm-up session. Okay, so I actually have my Olympic lifting shoes on. What you're about to see is an actual, real warm-up for a workout. I'm not just staging this for the sake of the video. I'm actually beginning the workout. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do every single time leading up to my heavy weights off camera. And I'll show you a couple of sets here and there of me warming up, but you never really see the whole thing. So this is actually what it looks like if you work out with me. What I'm going to make you do with me. So we did our mobility stuff. Start off with the barbell. Okay, I'm not slapping 45s on. It's important even when you warm up the barbell to practice the same technique you're going to use even if it's your maximum weight. Okay, so keeping the shoulders retracted, practice the breathing, because you want to warm up your muscles, your joints, and your body in the fashion that is going to need to be warmed up for when you get to the heavy weight. So always practice with that. And you see I use explosive reps for my warm-up sets, and that's to really activate the muscle, even if I'm doing pause reps on a given day. And you'll see at the end I'll kind of slow it down, get a little stretching in the bottom there. just to really warm everything up and get the feeling going.
Your workout is my warm-up. That is an example of really harmful sayings that are permeating the fitness industry. Now, I'm not one to get sensitive and cry about sayings that are just meant to be funny and badass. I think I have a shirt from Critical Bench that actually has that slogan right on the front of it, and I love it. I get it. It's fun, it's funny, it's badass. But the problem is people begin to seriously adapt this state of mind, and they start believing that as their weight increases, as their 1 rep max increases, as their strength increases, so should their warm-up weights also increase. And that's simply not true. That's, if anything, really just trying to fit your ego into your warm-up sessions. But the phrase warming up means to literally just turn your body from cold to hot. It has nothing to do with weight or strength at all. So there really should be no weight used in a warm-up. You want to start off as light as you possibly can, just with the simple motion of the exercise to get things warming up, and then add on the barbell. I'll do 3 sets with the barbell as you just saw. This is regular, and I'll do my mobility rounds between. Then 135 for 2 sets, then 185.
So this was my final warm-up set. And like I said in the last video, I don't even like calling these sets warm-up sets. It's common in powerlifting. Say you're about to do a 365 bench. And you'll see the powerlifter doing, this is my last warm-up set with 315 for 1. And yeah, it's warming up to 365, but realistically, it's an acclimation set. It's acclimating you into the heavier weights. Your joint and body are already warmed up at this point. A warm-up set should be kept more literally to the word warm up, as in when you're cold, you're literally heating up. So warm-ups are the bar. Warm-ups are your mobility. Even that 135 is a warm-up, but I warmed up to do that 135. So this is my last acclimation set. How many reps you do is completely subjective. Many people, when they're doing heavy weight, will keep their acclimation sets very low volume. So one may do a double or a triple with this weight. I personally respond better to higher volume. So I'm gonna do like a set of 6 to 8, and I find that really acclimates me nicely for the heavier set, which would be my first working set. If I only did a double or a single with this, or a triple even, I don't think I'd be warmed up enough. Like, I don't feel like I'd be acclimated enough. That's just me.
I also want to point out that the reason I warm up with tap and go, even when I'm doing pause reps for my regular bench workout, is I simply believe the faster motions of tap and go really help to warm you up and activate your muscles much better than warming up with pause reps.
So now I feel good and warmed up. I don't feel exhausted. I don't feel like that fatigue me. I feel good and warmed up and lubricated and primed and ready to go. Everything feels activated. Nothing feels stiff and asleep anymore. So now we begin the actual working sets. Moving on to pause reps. Even though my warm-up was all tap and go, now I move on to the pause reps. Also guys, getting a lift off is not an ego thing. The whole, if you can't lift it off yourself, you shouldn't be benching it, is BS. Getting a lift off will ensure that you stay nice and tight, your shoulders remain retracted, and you don't leak power. You're going to see when I have to lift myself off right now, because I don't have a spotter to hand me off, I'm going to have to adjust my shoulders a little bit, and that's actually going to drain power from you. A little bit of energy you're using to adjust your shoulders, and that tightness you just lost could have been an extra rep. Could have been that extra 5 pounds in the max. So the workout today is the exact same workout you guys already saw in my 275 for 24 pause reps video that I uploaded earlier this week. So I'm not even going to bother to show you the whole workout again. It's the exact same. Just want to really get that point across to you guys. Please warm up vigorously before you train. It's not an ego thing, okay? The whole saying, your workout is my warm-up, is BS. Dudes who are bench pressing 800 pounds are still warming up with the barbell vigorously first. Warm up. That is my message from me to you. Best of luck to you all and your bench pressing endeavors. Subscribe now. Please like the video. Share it. Peace.